Happy, what's today? Tuesday, Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. Giving the Most High all the honor and glory for waking us up this morning, setting us on our way, and allowing us to be here another day to be better today than we were yesterday. I hope everybody is doing well. I wanted to talk about, hey, whoever's in the chat, I wanted to talk about this 4B movement. Oh, thanks for the like. I appreciate you. You ain't even have to do that because I ain't even talking about nothing yet. But I wanted to talk about this 4B Black women movement that is taking over the internet. What up, Mike Nice? How's it going? It's cold where I'm at, bruh. I don't know about you, but it's cold where I'm at. It's some bullshit. It was like 80 something a couple days ago, and today it's 54 with some wind. Here come my son coming to bug me, and I just started the live. Ain't that something? They don't be wanting nothing the whole time. But basically, if you guys didn't know, this 4B movement comes from the election. And so what these particular Black women have decided is that since Black men are the ones responsible for Kamala losing the election, they're going to keep their mouths shut. Warm it up Wednesday. It's cold here too. Yep. How cold is it where you at? So they have decided that they're not going to help Black men in anything. They're not going to be nice to Black men. They're not going to date Black men. They're not going to have sex with Black men. And personally, I find it hilarious, but I think there's some good that can come out of it, you know? First, I want to understand, are they mad because most Black men didn't vote and that in turn gave Trump a leg up? Hey, Chahat. Hey, Sinu. Hey, Megan. Or is it because the Black men that did vote, which was a small amount, like 20%, the ones that did, a lot of them voted for Trump? So I don't know. I don't know if that's why. I haven't watched a lot of the rhetoric online too much about it because it just doesn't sound right to me, you know, especially being a God-fearing person. It doesn't sound proper to do that, to leave your brothers hanging, especially if you see he needs help or needs something, right? But a lot of them have decided they're just going to stay completely away. And I'm trying to figure out, number one, how is that going to work? Because we have to coexist, right? You're going to see Black men, brothers, everywhere you go, whether it be the store, work, you know, all that kind of stuff. There's another guy that I watch on here, and he was saying that after Trump won, and he would have to go into these businesses. I know that's right, Mike. He would have to go into these businesses. You know, a lot of the women were just kind of quiet and kind of standoffish, you know, not how they normally are. So I guess if you see a brother, you're going to just ignore him. What you want? Okay. Don't come in my video or we're going to have a problem. I do know that. Okay. You already know you're on the bad list. So the fact that you're getting up here closer is a problem already. I don't want you up here because you're going to be making noise while I'm trying to do the video. Go scoot or go play. I brought you with your scooter for a reason. 43 degrees, but it feels like 38. Oh my gosh. We love Black. All right, Megan. That's what's up. You're English and you don't even like Trump. Why you don't like Trump? He's not affecting you or where you at. Thanks, Gayhat or Chahat. Bye. See you later, Megan. Will it have a real effect? And do you guys think that it's gonna last? I don't think it's going to last personally. What up, Skank Hunt 42? How you doing? It's going. I'm cold. I'm cold, so I ain't gonna be out here long. Plus, I only got like 50% battery. It's not gonna last. But where was I going with this? Pros and cons. All right, so surprisingly enough, I haven't seen or heard too many Black men online talking about this subject that much. And that's maybe because I fixed my algorithm to not show me a lot of manosphere or red pill content, because I'm sure they're having a field day with this. But I did overhear a gentleman on a short earlier say, just for himself, he's glad of this movement because he's actually okay with black women shutting the f up for once. And I laughed because he was like, "Don't nobody want to hear your fussing and fighting and crying and all that anyway. Just keep your opinions to your damn self." So he's looking forward to the black women going their own way and doing their own thing. Um, I just think the whole thing is interesting. I also find it interesting, and it's actually kind of disheartening to know that this is what it took for black women, some black women, to band together and say we're not doing anything or doing anything for or with black men because Kamala Harris wasn't elected for presidency. I find that really strange. You would have thought that maybe earlier or back in the day or something like that, when single parenthood increased in the country and a lot of black men were abandoning their children, that right there in itself would have been enough for black women to band together and say, yo, I don't want to be a baby mama, or I'm tired of helping my sister or my family, or I'm tired of raising these kids alone. I'm going to do my own thing. But no, 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 no. They waited until this faux black woman, this fake black woman, black inconvenient woman lost this race to come to this conclusion of not assisting brothers. So they said if you guys get, you know, unalived by the cops, or if you're in distress or need help, they not helping, they not marching, they not doing it. You know, Trump is just another comedian on the show. No one is coming to help citizens. In fact, Mike says some of these sisters overdoing it, all emotional over someone that was placed in that position and she wasn't even voted there. She was never wanted by the people. She was placed there, right? Oh, thank you. Right, pajamas. Skankunt says, I swear, I saw tons of young black guys that rooting for Trump. He really must have did some to get to their hearts. Yeah, I think a lot of us are just tired. And I saw some stats on the news that was talking about young black men and how it's increased the self deletions or self unalivings are increasing amongst younger black men, and a big part of that has to do with the economy and how it's hard to buying anything or to sustain by yourself. You have a lot of kids, young adults that are stuck at home with parents that they don't like, that they don't get along with, and because the economy is so bad they can't even afford to move out. So that's causing a lot of stress, a lot of tension and anxiety, frustration, depression, and everything. And because global warming, I believe, is a real thing, and things are changing, and the weather is changing, and all of these natural disasters, and just like how the sun is going down earlier than what it used to be, all of this stuff affects us. We're not getting enough vitamin D, and we have all these fast food restaurants on every corner. And we're consuming junk, which is literally poison to the body that we're not able to process. And all of that affects our mood, our decision making, how we think and how we feel about the world and ourselves. And um, I think a lot of us are just tired, and she's been in office for the last 4 years. Things have gotten really, really bad. Crime is not down, crime is up, unemployment is up. So this has a big effect. So I think just that in itself is one reason why a lot of black men were going towards Trump. They wanted to send a message to the Democrats. Yeah, lack of jobs and getting minimum wages as yet. Thank you. There you go, Tuscan Damas. That's exactly what I said, right? See me and you? We here. That's what's up. But honestly, Trump was the last chance for America. I think so too. Sinu, word of Wednesday. I think so too. So I don't think, I think black women's anger is just misdirected. It's at the wrong place. And I think it's sad that they chose black men who are at the very bottom in this country to be the ones that they decide to turn their backs to. And I'm not saying I am a pick me or anything like that, but at the end of the day, we all we got. We all we got. And so I think it sucks that it has to come to this. I don't think it will last. Number one, because whether black women like to admit it or not, we really are in love with our brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's why we get so angry and frustrated when they go outside of the race, or when they say we're going overseas, or when they say, negative things about us. It hurts because that's our brothers, you know what I'm saying? And we adore them, period. So when those things come out, it hurts. And black women like to lash back and lash out, by going to the extreme, because that's what we do as women. We are emotional. We wear our heart on our sleeves and we have to show it, right? But if black women are going to be silent about everything, and might it, like the guy said, he said it might be good for a change if women just zipped it, you know? It might be good for society. It might be good for us as a whole. The only pro that I see coming out of this, what up, Angel? Hey, Judge. The one thing I do, positive thing I see coming out of this, is if black men do their own thing, black women do their own thing, because I think sometimes you have to separate in order to come back together. I think if everybody went their own way and realized what's important in life and what's important to them, develop some standards, some expectations and boundaries, and then come back together, it could build something beautiful, I think. So we'll see. But like I said, I don't think it's gonna last. I just don't. And just as all women, let me see. I didn't see what you said earlier. It's a lack of compassion. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but you got to think about, where did that come from? Where did that lack of compassion come from? They feel like they were let down, you know, and that, they feel frustrated about it. And so this is what they're doing. Angel says, I'm so glad, thankful that Trump's our president. Me too. Oh my God, you have no idea. And you know what else sucks though? Because this thing is like taking steam, this is what I hate about it the most, is the fact that I feel like I gotta be overly friendly to black dudes just because I don't want them thinking I'm part of this fucking movement. I'm over here, hey, how you doing? I don't normally be speaking to nobody. I go in the store, I get out, I do my thing, I may speak, say hi, how you doing? But that's it. But I didn't pumped it up a notch or two, because I don't want them thinking, I'm part of that. I ain't part of that. But sisters, I still got your back. At the end of the day, I am a woman. So I understand where they're coming from. I just don't like why they chose this as a reason for this movement. Stupid. Man. Those black women wanted a black woman in office, but she's black looking only. Yeah, and then we got to keep it real about that too. She may be black looking, but she don't look like a majority of the sisters that's online talking mess. Most of them ain't light skinned with long hair. So it's just like, what were you really doing? You know what I'm saying? Most of y'all wouldn't even have went to bat for Michelle Obama if she was running, but because it was Kamala and she looked the way she looked, and she went to that school and she was able to do what she did, you know. Demetra talked about this yesterday on her channel, and it goes a lot deeper than that, you know. There's something to us in this colorism and what we want and what we're okay with accepting as our representation, you know. There's a lot of self-hatred going on. Tuscandama says, young black man is trying to make families and get married with the wife. Some are, yeah, but like I was saying before, in this economy, man, it's hard to get there, right? Because of the way shit's going. It's messed up. Angel says, Judge Reds, you do know there's Mexican Americans. Yep. She ain't black at all. It's been proven. It's been broken down. The science says she ain't, but it's like, what you mad for? Would I have liked to see a woman of color run this country for a chance? Absolutely. She just wasn't the one that was qualified. Sorry. She just wasn't qualified. She's not a leader, and her actions after the election even showed it. Have black men ever been dedicated to black women? Oh no, you're a black man. You tell me from your standpoint. She was never black. It is hard. Yep. As Pinocchio. As fake as a $3 bill, bro. Them folks don't care if you're legal or not. It's not about your status. They won't let you take the majority. You will see. She better pay Candace That what? That bread? She Candace. Cena says wages are staying the same. Prices are going up. Housing prices are soaring. What the heck is going on? Who are you telling? Who are you telling? That's the problem. Hey, that's the problem. Everything's going up. Nobody can afford. Everybody's not in a position where they have the luxury of not working one or two, one job. A lot of people got to work 2 and 3 jobs, have side hustles here and there, got to steal, beg, borrow, all of that just to stay afloat. And that messes with the person's self-esteem and ability to pay for things for yourself. If you don't have just that bottom tier of Maslow's a hierarchy of needs, food, shelter, um, you know, it's hard to survive, and it's hard to make it to those second and third tiers, of self-actualization and things like that. You can't even make it to that if you don't have just the basic necessities in life. And a lot of us are being robbed of those basic necessities, and that money is going towards people that it shouldn't be. Candace Owens for president. Oh man, she would do a better job than Kamala. I believe that, because she's a thinking woman and she knows how to research, the way Candace was on her ass, you would have think that Kamala did something specifically to Candace for Candace's going on a rampage like that. I'm talking about that girl did her dirt. Whoever was doing that research and finding that stuff for her, boy, oh boy. I'm trying to figure out though, how is Candace being like, somebody is paying Candace to do this, because she's got what, 3 million followers on YouTube. I don't know about Twitter and all that, but how is she getting paid? Because she's not monetized on YouTube anymore, because she's not attached to the Daily Wire. So how is she making it? What exactly is she doing? Like, who is funding all of this research she's doing, or maybe she just got time. Maybe her white husband take care of it, where she got all the time. She got residual income. I know she's made lots of money in the past, so maybe she invested her funds well enough, because she already saw the writings on the wall. She had to have seen, you go against the JWs, it's a wrap. She pro-black after Shapiro canceled her. Yeah, she and that's the thing too. She go back and forth too. She's not, to personally, even though she outed Candace and she do be saying some stuff, I don't think she's to be trusted. I am black, I don't trust her. As a black woman, I don't trust her. Not 100%. I trust her to bring certain facts, but I also trust her to, if she had to decide between that side or this side, the people that look like her and the people that don't, hands down, she's not going with us. What's up? Get out of the screen. What do you want? Fine. All right. Your body what? Even with a jacket. Go. Even with the jacket? Yeah, because you got to run around. My hands are free. Put your hands in your pocket and go run. Try not to trip. It ain't that cold now. I mean, it's 56 degrees, but it ain't snowing out here. Let me see. Ukraine, we want. Man, Zelensky's still begging. I'm like, bruh, it's over. It's over. It's a wrap. No more money for you, bruh. Israel too, no more money for you. Just give it up. Like, says they spoke negatively about Janet Jackson, and that set Candace off. Yeah, as they should have. Janet Jackson don't bother nobody. She's been unscathed this whole time. One of America's darlings. She don't, and she just called it like she see it. So, you know what I love? Have you guys seen that dance party with Beyonce? So this guy put together a video. I watched it on somebody else's channel, and it's Trump saying dance party with Beyonce, and then they remixed it, right? And they got Roland Martin dancing, doing his little his what do they call it when they in the fraternities where they stroll or roll or whatever? Oh my god, it was like all the boule people dancing to that song. It is hilarious. I got to find it. Money will fix all your problems. If money was so bad and did not bring happiness, all the billionaires would be giving it away. Wake up. But you got a lot of billionaires and millionaires who've also deleted themselves too because money ain't everything. You know, it's not everything, but it will fix. I think it will fix a lot of our problems. But they say also more money, more problems, right? Just says she go where the money at. You talking about Candace? Oh, you talking about Janet? Who you talking about? Because she married that Arab guy. All she had to do was stay married to him for 5 years, and she got 500 million. And it was so funny because right, like on clockwork, that 5 years was up. She was out of there, and he made good on his promise. He paid her. So that sounds more like a business arrangement and a contract. But even after that, she's still very modest in the way she dresses, and I respect that about her because she's older anyway, and I think it sets a good example for women to cover up. You know, no offense to those who like to show a little skin, because honey, I do believe if you got it, you better flaunt it. If you look good, you better show it. You know what I'm saying? I just think there's a time and a place for everything. There you go. Work it out, run it out. That's what Biggie said. More money, more problems. Yeah. People find out you got money, people come begging more. You know? Mm-mm-mm. That's why I got to keep my blessings to myself, child. I can't be telling everybody everything that's going on. I got to come around here looking poor as usual. You know what I'm saying? Bundled up. Walmart t-shirts and hoodies. Because I don't want nobody. So let me tell y'all what happened. Hold on a second. I don't want to be rude. Let me blow my nose real fast. I get it on? Sorry about that. I had the microphone and I blew and y'all heard everything. I am so sorry. But when it's cold, the sinus just be draining. The liberal tears. They still crying, Angel. Oh my God, they are still boo-hooing. I'm like, if y'all don't get over this, now I ain't saying that if Trump, now listen, I do believe if Kamala would have won, it would have been the same. Everybody would have been online, still fussing, still, it would have been an all-out riot. This is the most peaceful because people are now just they crying and then they just shutting up. But if Kamala would have won, oh, some cities will be on fire. I believe that wholeheartedly. God knows what he's doing. We have to trust the process. Puff got money. I bet he not too happy now. All his money's gone. He has to sell some of his homes just to try and get that $5 million bond that they keep denying him. So I think all his money is gone. Like they said, he told his kids, y'all go get jobs because the gravy train stops. It is, Ron. Well, it's like 55. To some people, that's nothing. People that are, that live like in the Midwest and the East Coast, this is nothing to them. But for me, being from Southern California and being in Virginia, where it's now getting dark at 5, y'all, it was 6. Now it's 5. It's getting dark at 5. And the reason I know this for sure is I watched the weather app. But on top of that, me and my son was at the park and they said the park closed at 6. The guy came at 6 and was kicking kids out, and the sun was like pretty much almost down, right? We came to the park 2 days ago. The sun was going down. The guy hadn't come yet. I'm thinking, it must be close to 6. I look, it was like 5:08. I said, you got to be kidding me. So we have to remember that there's a shift going on. Whether we want to admit it or not, God is trying to tell us something. You guys have to have your third eye open, I promise you. The amount of stress you can tolerate while remaining effective is directly correlated to the level of success you will enjoy. Okay, listen to. Let me read that again. The amount of stress you can tolerate while remaining effective is directly correlated to the level of success you will enjoy. I agree. The more you can put up with, the more you sacrifice, the more you can handle, The greater the success, um, the greater your success will be, and the more you'll be able to enjoy your success later on, for sure. You have to enjoy, not enjoy, but you have to endure all that comes with hard work. It's not easy, but it is so worth it. People always say, "Oh, you're young, you got time." Absolutely, time waits for nobody. You do not have time, young people. Anybody young on here watching me? I don't have any people that watch my channel that are young. My demographics say there's people between 34 and 44, and then the older, right? Everybody under that is like 7%, right? But if you are one of the young people, because I do these videos for whoever might get something out of it. I don't necessarily do it for views. I do it so that the right person will hear something that might help them, right? You may be 20, 21, 22, and you think you got your whole life ahead of you. You do and you don't. You do and then you don't. Time goes like that. Every time a song comes on the radio from back in the day, I ask myself, I said, what decade do you think this song is from? 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, or current 2020s? And he's usually pretty good at picking up what decade. But today was Case song came on, Happily Ever After. And my son said 80s, maybe. I said, nah. I said it was 90s. I was like, I was a teenager when this song came out. And I said, that just lets you know how fast time flies. I said, because I feel like this song is not that old, but the song is literally like 30 years old. Ain't that crazy? Time waits for nobody. Blink of an eye, you're already an old person with arthritis like me. World War III with camel toe. It would have been. I promise you. I'm like, people ain't playing. People are tired. People are tired. Violence is up. I understand why. I'm not condoning it, but I understand it's too much. She would have got in there. It would have been a wrap. It would have been the purge. Yeah, them houses are worth something. Yeah. Yeah, but just, yeah, probably like in the double digits millions, right? Like 20, 30 million a pop. Yeah. But you know, when you have cashed out all of your reserves, all your 401k and your stocks and bonds, the next thing people start doing is selling their assets like homes and cars and stuff. So I think he keep getting sued left and right. That's why everybody's jumping on that train trying to sue him now before he go broke. They should, soon as Cassie put her, they should have been filing right then and there. But a lot of them waited a little bit. They probably was going back and forth with themselves and said, "Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and file." Something is going on, Mike. At least now everybody know ain't no black and brown anymore. Black and brown coalition. It never was. Now, when I was growing up back in the day, I'm from San Diego, right? Mexico was right there at the border, right? Tijuana. And when I was growing up, it was black and brown where I'm from. Okay. All of my best friends were Mexican. My dad's best friend was Mexican. You know what I'm saying? So black and brown. We had one race riot in high school one time between the blacks and the Mexicans, but that was it. Other than that, we all grew up together. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mexican food is my favorite food. Like, that's what I grew up eating, right? The taco shops on every corner. Like, but the further north I moved, I realized, oh no, these Mexicans ain't like the Mexicans I grew up with, you know? And then if you go further east, Texas, they think they white people. So for me, no, ain't no more us and them. It just ain't. But when I was growing up, it was. I live in Virginia. Where you at, Stanislav? Sinu says, there is no time. Money is the enemy of the poor. It is. So he waits for the bus to save a few bucks. Time is the enemy of rich people. So they take private jets. So time is equal money, and money is time. That's right. I like that, Sinu. That's true. That is so true. I want to get to a point where I make money in my sleep. Tired of being lied to, used, and abused by the Democratic Party. Yep. Look at shots. You going live soon, ain't you? Like 5:15 or something like that. I'm gonna try to catch it. Salutations to the chat box. Mike says she couldn't even do a concession speech after losing that night. Too emotional for that. Too emotional, too weak. No stamina, no endurance, no leadership qualities, no integrity, no get up and go about it, no positivity, no nothing. Garbage. Weakness. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You couldn't even hide your disdain for losing, that you couldn't come out and say thank you to all the people that waited for 7 hours for your fake black. It was actually disappointing. I felt bad for the people. That's what hurt me the most, was the fact that all those students and all those young black girls that looked up to her sat out there waiting for her and she never showed. That hurt my heart. That hurt my heart. That's like, if my little sister was out there, I would hate Kamala just for that. And so for them to also turn around and be mad at black men and say, we not gonna do this for y'all because she lost, that's crazy in itself. She dissed you, she used you, abused you, took your money, overspent, paid the wrong people, and ain't say, as my mom used to say, dog kiss my foot or nothing. But I like Trump will be deporting them. I got no issue with that at all. Absolutely. You're not making money while you sleep. You will work until you die. She showed, she showed her you. Absolutely. She ain't got no loyalty to them. She got no loyalty to me. Anybody that tells me they not gonna do nothing specifically for me, even though you want me to vote for you because you supposedly look like me or you claim to be me, that's not an ally. Not an ally at all. Nope. So, black women that y'all want to go ahead and take all your anger out on black men that didn't really even contribute to the fact that Trump won, that's crazy. You guys got to go back to the drawing board and try something different. But it ain't gonna last long because black women are horny. We have high sex drives and high libidos. Not all of us. Some of us can control our loins, but some of us, a lot of us, cannot. So it's not gonna last long. You know what I'm saying? It's just not gonna last long. But we'll see. But like I said earlier, I think it could help. I think it would be a good thing for people to go their separate ways, get themselves together, realize what's important. And then, because I think what's going to happen is people are going to realize how important it is to have each other's backs. And then we'll come together and then, hopefully can unite and really work together as a community. Right now, we're not, we ain't been unified in a very long time. Yeah, she changed her accent, everything. I'm surprised she didn't do something different with her hair. And I was like, oh, okay. So you ain't going that far. Doug wouldn't like that if he came back with a fro. Now, honey, you're doing too much. I know you're trying to convince the people, but pipe it down. So much for the community. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, take your caps off. I guess it does something to the algorithm when you type in all caps. Me personally, I kind of like it, and I think people will want people to type in caps. That way they ain't got to get all close to the screen and read. But apparently that's a negative thing in chats, right? You guys inform me. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this and tell me if I'm over exaggerating. Now, I am a woman, so of course I have a tendency to over exaggerate, but y'all tell me if I'm exaggerating on this shit, right? I posted the other day a short of me and my son going to Olive Garden, right? And shout out to everybody that watched it. I appreciate y'all. We went to Olive Garden for the free veteran meal, right? Now I've been going to Olive Garden. Olive Garden is the only place I go, right? I've never really went any other place. I may have taken advantage of like a free coffee or something like that here and there, maybe back in the day. But normally on Veterans Day, I go to Olive Garden. So, hold on. Mm-hmm. You know when somebody being nosy when they keep walking, but then they look back because you didn't stop talking. Anyways, So I went to Olive Garden and some one thing. What? I didn't see it. Hey, Yerky, yoga. Um, so I've been going to Olive Garden for years, like 8, 9, 10 years, however long they've been giving out free meals, right? And I was telling my son, I was like, they normally don't ask for ID. I was like, but let me call and check. Even though I keep my wallet on me, I just wanted to call just to see what they would say. And so the gentleman, hello, thanks for calling Olive Garden. I say, hey, how you doing? I said, the veteran meals. I said, what time do you stop serving those? And he said, we're open from 10 to 10. So until we close, it's a veteran meal. I said, okay, cool, sir. Do I need to bring my ID card or wear my uniform or what I need to do? My DD 214? He said, nope, you just show up. I said, really? He said, yeah. I said, bet. Now, mind you, I've been going for years. Never, ever, ever have I ever been asked for my ID card at Olive Garden. Okay. So me and my son, we finally get in. Didn't have to wait maybe 30 minutes. They said an hour, but it was only 30 minutes. Got in, got my little meal, sat down. My son played his game. We did our thing or whatever, right? And there was this couple in front of us. They both looked pretty young. They both had on Harley Davidson sweatshirts. One, I mean, they both, and I'm not judging or anything, but sometimes you could tell when somebody's a veteran and when somebody ain't, right? And this isn't what made me say this isn't what made me say this to my son, but my son was asking something about being a veteran and getting these free meals. And so I said, trying to make this sit up, guys. Oh no, it's bent. Oh no. I just bought this. Can't keep nothing. Hold on, y'all. Uh-oh. I done messed up my You good, son? I'm almost done. I'm about to get off in 5 minutes. So go finish playing. I don't know. 35 minutes, 36 minutes. So give me 5 minutes, okay? And then we'll go. I'll be right here. No, you won't. Because I'm trying to finish the story and I can't do it and say what I want to say with you present. I like my privacy between me and the 10 people watching. Thank you too, Yerky. I appreciate you. I went to Chili's, Denny's, IHOP, and Buffalo's. I heard that's right. Yeah, buddy. As you should. As you should. Get it all because you deserve it. So, anyways, never been asked for an ID card, right? Ever. In all the years I've been going. So I'm telling my son, I said, he said something about ID cards or something about veterans or whatever. And I said, yeah. I said, I doubt anybody would come here and lie about being a veteran, just to get a free meal. I said, because that, shows a lack of integrity. And the guy sitting in front of me turned around and looked at me. And I said, ooh, I think I just hit a nerve. I said, I think this motherfucker lied about being a veteran, right? So then I looked at him, I looked at his girlfriend, and then his girlfriend got up and went to the bathroom, right? So I'm like, oop, I think I got him. So then what happened? So I was explaining to my son, I said, but there are people, I said, not everybody is honest and has integrity. I said, there are some people in life that lie. I said, and if somebody is hungry and they're giving out free food, I don't blame them for doing that. I said, but we call those people like stolen valor, people that lie about serving the country. I said, there's a whole community of people that talk about stolen valor, and it is hilarious, right? I used to love watching them damn videos of people getting caught wearing that damn uniform and lying, right? So mealtime is over. Server was excellent, young Hispanic chick, real cool, real nice, real sweet, served me. And at the end, she said, do you have your ID card with you? I said, what? She said, do you have your ID card? I said, I do, but for what? She goes, oh, we just have to check and see. And I said, when did y'all start doing that? And she goes, I don't know. She goes, I'm new here, but can I see your ID card? So I showed it to her and I said, this is the first time I've ever been asked to show my ID card for the veteran meal. And so I said, so of course I'm pissed now, and it just totally ruined my whole mood for the night, right? Not for the night, but for that I tried to not let it get to me. So I'm sitting here stewing because I'm like, if she asked me, she better have asked every other motherfucker in this place. So I asked for the manager. I said, excuse me, ma'am. I said, I just got a question. I said, when did you guys start asking for ID cards for the meal? And she said, oh, we don't. And I said, well, my waitress did. I said, and I'll be honest with you. I said, I'm feeling some kind of way about that. I said, is she asking me because of the way I look? I said, because nobody else is being asked this, right? And so the guy that was in front of me that overheard me talk about the stolen valor, he turned around to look, and I just looked straight at him like, you know how your auntie do when she wants you out of her mouth? And so he turned away. But guess what? He hurried he got his thing and he was gone before I was even done talking to the manager. So I think he had a guilty conscience. I think he knew, you know what I'm saying? But um she was like, oh my gosh, no, absolutely not. She goes, well, your server is new. You know, she's only been here a couple weeks. And, you know, obviously she didn't know. And I'm thinking, but damn, you guys do this every single year. And if this is her first time, I said, don't you guys train on this? How to treat veterans when they come in? You would think the first thing you would teach them is we don't ask for ID cards. Because if some waiters are asking for it and some aren't, there's a discrepancy here. But I felt some kind of way. She apologized up the wahoo. She did. So it's just like, you know, if the girl is young, it could be an honest mistake. But for some reason, I don't feel like it. I mean, you damn right, Judge. Not all vets have honor. Hell no. Hell no. I can tell you some stories. There's some people who done some things. Shit, my doctor got arrested right in front of me, child. Because he was effing around with a 2-striper in the clinic. Wings and Things. Oh, Wings and Things is good. Their breadsticks are the bomb. Tell us about how you can get mental toughness and make more money and live happy. Mental toughness, you got to eat right. And you got to believe in God. That's really it. You can do all the things. You can go to the doctor. You can have therapy, all that stuff. But honestly, you got to believe in the Most High. You got to believe in something greater than you. Once you get that spirituality and that relationship with God down packed and you continuously work on it every single day, that will do wonders for your mental health. Yes, sir. 10 years. I would have left a nasty review. So I'd already gotten my food and everything. I did write a review because, you know, now you have to pay on the kiosk because I got my son something to eat. So I paid his meal and I left a review saying, you know, that was effed up. So, and I didn't leave her like, you know, and I tipped well. Our tab came to $17. I probably would have given her 30. I probably would have given her like a $15 tip, but I gave her $3. I gave her whatever the taxes was because she got to know. Don't single me out, bitch. Don't do it. I like the blueberry chipotle burger. Blueberry chipotle burger? That don't even sound right, Angel. What you eating, bro? I don't like it. I don't like it. But you guys, I gotta go. My son got Arabic lessons in 5 minutes, and we are not close. We are not close to the house. We about 9 minutes out, so he gonna be a little late. But I want to finish my story and to get you guys' feedback. I appreciate you all. If you guys are all new here, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button, so the algorithm could push this live out, so other people could see it and stuff like that, and chime in. Leave me a comment if you come back to it. If you caught the tail end, go back and watch the beginning. I have to try it, Angel. Well, no, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna try that. That don't even sound right, bro. I can't do it. I can't. Enjoy your wonderful Wednesday. You too, Mike. All right, Angel. All right, Judge. All right, Sinu. Thanks for the gems you was dropping, bruh. Who else on here? The Yogi, Erky. Who else was on here? Stanislaw. Angel. Yep, they're my regulars. All right, Tuscandamus. I appreciate you too, man. All right, you guys have a good one. God bless.